Defender of Freedom transmitting data log for Day 47 and 48 of the Galactic War. Hello Data Archive. Day 47 and 48 have been challenging for liberation efforts, leading to some significant losses. The counteroffensive launched by both the automatons and the Terminids have been catastrophic to our progress in the past week. However, today, we received new major orders for an offensive against the automatons. This has refocused our efforts to begin a new operation on the automaton front. We will start this log with the state of the war on Day 47. We enter Day 47 feeling the ripple effect of the events of Day 46, where shortly after reaching Omicron, Terminid attacks on Hellmire and Osha'une forced the Helldivers back to their defense. With the war focused on the Terminids, the defense against the automatons and manties received very little support. By the end of the day, the Hellmire outbreak was successfully contained, but we were left with ongoing attacks in Osha'une on the Terminid front and manties on the automaton front. These two defenses will be the main focus for Day 47. It is with deep regret that after the first 9 hours, both defenses were not progressing well. Helldivers deployed the manties on Day 47 in an effort to turn around the defense campaign. However, the support unfortunately arrived too late. The automatons had already established significant infrastructure around their offensive, and we are regretful to report that Mantis has fallen after 9 hours of liberation efforts. Uploading defense data for Mantis. The defense of Mantis on Day 47 was seen as a lost cause. Very few super destroyers deployed to assist as the defense collapsed. This reduced the liberation of the planet by 50% and made the SAR sector no longer completely under Super Earth control. The defense of Osha'une also concluded on Day 47. This offense was hard fought, and at several times throughout the day, it seemed possible the tide was turning. But after 18 hours into Day 47, regrettably, Osha'une would also fall, dropping its liberation by 50% as the planet was overtaken by bugs, and preventing access to Omicron. Uploading liberation data for the defense of Osha'une. For the duration of the defense, forces were drawn from Osha'une to assist with the liberation of Hellmire, as well as a smaller portion assisting Mantis. Considering how close the defense was to holding off the attack, this thinning of the forces had a major role in the failed defense of Osha'une. After facing 2 major defeats on Day 47, Helldivers refocused their efforts to progress on new liberation campaigns for the remainder of the day. It is important to keep in mind that losing some battles may be necessary in the larger scale of winning this war for liberty. Regaining control over Mantis and Osha'une were the main priorities leading into Day 48, uploading liberation data for this time period. The liberation campaign across all planets progressed very well through the end of Day 47 into the beginning of Day 48. The liberation of Mantis made the most significant progress and began to look like it would be within reach. 9 hours into Day 48 heralded celebration amongst Super Earth super destroyers as we succeeded the major order by maintaining control over 4E Prime, Crimsica, Estanu, and Hellmire for long enough to gather the last of the Terminid corpses, E710, for our settlement efforts. All Helldivers across the Galactic War were encouraged to take a moment to celebrate this accomplishment with a single salute towards Super Earth before deploying on their next major order. As democracy never rests, the new major order, Operation Swift Disassembly, would commence. The major order is of a scale that the Helldivers have not seen before, calling for the complete eradication of the automatons. Using the unpleasant sensory experience simulation downloads, which were tested on Helldivers to be both humane and safe, we uncovered automaton plans for a massive invasion called the Reclamation. Phase 1 of this operation is to disrupt communications. Troost has been found to play a key role in discovering some new critical intelligence about the bot's plans. Troost is currently not accessible by Helldiver super destroyers as we require a deeper foothold into the Trigon sector to gain access to the planet. The path forward towards Troost is to first liberate Usto-2, then Vendlon 4. This will open up a safe pathway for us to access the communications array in Troost. Thus, Stage 1 will be to liberate Usto-2. Under High Command's orders, Helldiver super destroyers deployed in droves from both fronts to Usto-2 to reinforce the liberation effort. The Defender of Freedom's Helldivers found that Usto-2 has perilous and unfavorable conditions to a voting species with soft flesh. The desert planet is prone to unpredictable and dangerous sandstorms as well as frequent earthquakes. Automaton targeting systems seem to not be impacted by the reduced visibility caused by the sandstorms. Despite all these challenges, the Helldivers achieved a liberation percentage of 59% by the end of Day 48, uploading liberation data for Usto-2. Once High Command's orders were received, super destroyers shifted in large numbers to Usto-2, raising its liberation significantly. The Helldivers are very eager to start the operation to eradicate the automatons. Despite the majority being in Usto-2, the Mantis liberation campaign also concluded before the end of Day 48. The liberation of Mantis was increased by over 20% over the course of Day 48. Completing this liberation regained control of Mantis and the Tsar sector for Super Earth. During this time, a Terminated attack also surfaced again in Hellmire. Based on the orders from High Command, we are to focus on the automatons, and Hellmire will have to await liberation for another day. That is all for this data log for Day 47 and 48 Data Archive. We are continuing the fight in Ostotu and will move to Vandalon 4 next.